Channel 5 News here. On today's news, breaking news. It is being reported that Rhea Ripley has been caught by the cops stuck in her pee-pee in her muffler when it was hot, and then she couldn't get her pee-pee from her own car exhaust muffler because it was too big and it was stuck in there, and the police had to cut out the pipe. They had to cut out the pipe. Hopefully they didn't cut her pee-pee. And now they need a surgical saw to carefully cut the pipe to get the pee-pee out. But Buddy Matthews was nowhere to be found because he was playing Fortnite with headphones. Rhea Ripley was screaming, "Buddy, I stuck my pee-pee in the muffler again, buddy. And it's hard, I can't get it off until I calm down. Buddy, I stuck my penis in the muffler again." Breaking news. Rhea Ripley learns that if you have foreskin, you actually need to pull it back and wash your pee-pee on the inside, or it's gonna get dick cheese. Breaking news. Rhea Ripley has raped Gabriel in one of her visits. In her last visit to his house to help him with his live stream, she made the moves on him. When he said no, Rhea Ripley said yes. She said, "You're only famous because of me, I'm gonna rape you now." And that's a direct quote from Rhea Ripley. She's been sentenced to 5 years into black guy jail in Portland. She's gonna be the first woman in a jail with all black men, with all black guys. Let's just say she's not gonna be the only one with a big pee-pee in there. It's gonna be a big white pee-pee and a whole lot of BBC in there. Well, looks like this fucking bitch whore learned her lesson. Channel 5 News. Welcome. I am Kirill and this is Channel 5 News. The temperature today is from -2 to 2 degrees. It's very cold, and I cannot I cannot spray paint my muffler because the temperature is too low. The weather is too cold for the paint to fucking dry. Breaking news, I finally had my wisdom tooth removed. They cut it in half and they took it out. It was a very good doctor. I mean, this guy, like, wow. Shout out to the surgeon. I mean, all right. This guy, he knew what he was doing, bro. When your wisdom tooth is broken and there's like not a lot of area to grab, you know, you're gonna say it's hard sometimes. You need to cut a little from the gums. You need to cut a little from the surrounding gum, and then you cut into the bone, you know. And say, "Oh, we need to cut some of your gums and a little into the jawbone to get the tooth." It's like, "Oh, what?" But this guy, he said, "Okay, we're gonna drill in the middle of the tooth. We're gonna cut the tooth in half." And you know, he gets with some fucking, you know, long machine. Drills it in half. It's like there's no need to cut any gums. Well, he didn't cut any gums. And he fucking, then he got some kind of a chisel. Well, like a small center tool, like a chisel. I want to show you. I suppose it's something like this. Sorry. I'm sorry, Walker. So, this is a very special, very, you know, some tools are so beloved by me that I actually, you know, take care of them, make sure like nobody outside of the family gets to ever touch them. You know, this is like you know, like from the movie Dune. It's like fucking. This was a gift to me from Vulcan, the god of fire and forges. Or should I say the Titan? And it's just, this was forgotten in my car by when a mechanic used to work on my car, and then I went home and I opened the hood and I discovered, what is this? And he forgot a center tool in my car. And I'm like, this is a, you know, this is a sign. There's a little surface rust. I'm gonna need to we're gonna remove the surface rust. Yes. And it's a very solid center tool, very solid. So yeah, the surgeon used something like that. Another favorite tool of mine is actually the scalpel. It's actually the scalpel. They call it a hobby knife. Yeah, it's a hobby knife, but it's a scalpel. I mean, of course, the good part here is it's a removable blade. You can just like put a new blade. So it's not like a scalpel where you just need to throw the whole scalpel when it gets rough. But just as sharp as a scalpel, pretty much. And it's amazing for all types of crafts. Okay, and if you pull out a scalpel on somebody, he's gonna be like, okay, this guy just pulled a scalpel on me. He didn't pull a knife, he pulled out a scalpel. Like, probably shouldn't fuck with this guy. Probably just like, okay, nope, you know. Alright, so when I pull a scalpel on you, I'm telling you that I am not like a normal person. Okay, this is not gonna be a knife fight. Like, I am pulling a scalpel on you. I am a fucking freak, bro. And of course, I love my elbow brace. Yeah, breaking news, Channel 5 news here. My elbow has pretty much completely healed in just 1 day of taking the advice of my fellow friend and YouTuber, Mr. Bucktoll Truck from Canada. He told me that when he was doing a powerlifting competition, he had elbow tendonitis. There is still some pain in here when I tap it, but the pain is like, it's like, yeah, it's pretty much gone. There's only a little remaining pain in here where it's like when I tap it, when I beat it. It could be because I was beating it. Okay, so this is the only spot remaining which that needs a little bit more healing. But yeah, like these chin-ups, supinated chin-ups, I put my hands close because the pull-up bar is very thick. The pull-up bar is like this, so you need to put your hands. I don't know if I can even like close my hands. It's kind of like that. Actually, I don't even like closing my thumb. I kind of like keeping it like this. So even more strain, but when you put it like this and you're doing like a bicep exercise, it heals your fucking elbow tendonitis, and it worked in 1 day. It actually worked in 1 day. So I'm still gonna wear my my stretchy thingy. it helps. It helps a lot. It fastens the healing. It keeps it warm. You can work out better. It's sunny today. I'm gonna try to work out a little with the bands today. I'm gonna try working a little with the bands. We will see. Let me do a quick weather check. I'm hoping that it will get warmer so I can actually paint my exhaust. Currently it is -1. Oh boy. Alright, I mean if it's -1, it's -1, bro. We're not gonna do something stupid. We're not gonna act Bulgarian. People need to learn to listen to the weather. Don't be a Bulgarian. Do not be Bulgarian. You need to learn to live in balance with nature and just, listen to the weather. Maybe the weather is telling you, I'm not doing it to fuck with you. Maybe I'm doing it to kind of give you a hint that you need to relax. That maybe you just need to stop working out, just relax a little. Baby, it's cold outside. Go have sex with your wife. Makes sense. So it's like, okay, it's gonna be too cold this week. Is it gonna be cold forever? No. Is it something I need to do right now that my wife depends on it, like super important? No. I can paint my exhaust. I've already converted the rust. I've already converted all the rust like 6 times. So it's going to take some time before any new dots of rust emerge. It's fine, I can convert them again. It's pretty much protected. The rust is stopped. So no need to worry. But if you are Aunty Rhea, she sees a Tim Tam outside and it's like a blizzard, it's like a tornado, and she's like, I want the Tim Tam now. I need it now. I want the Tim Tam now. Buddy is trying to explain to her, Demi, darling, whatever he calls her. Wolf. There's a tornado outside. If you go outside, the tornado is gonna take you away to the Bulgarian kidnappers. Tornado is gonna throw you to the bride market in Morocco. She's gonna wake up in Casablanca. And Buddy's like, why don't you wait, and tomorrow when there is no tornado, I'm gonna buy all the Tim Tams you want. He's like, no, I want that Tim Tam now. It's like a forgotten Tim Tam in the garden. It's like, she gotta get in the garden. She gotta go outside in the backyard to get like some little chocolate biscuits. He's like, I want the Tim Tam. She opens the door, starts running. The tornado takes her away, throws her in the ocean. Because Aunty Rhea could not wait, could not respect, and I'm not telling you to respect be afraid, worship. No, I'm telling you respect. Hey, this tornado is pretty strong. I shouldn't do something stupid. It's like let it have fun. Let the tornado have fun outside. You're like, okay, I don't need to be outside trying to fight a tornado. I'm gonna fight it. That's what the Bulgarian does. That's what the dumb Bulgarian does. I go out to drive, and it's like, freezing cold and raining, and some boomer is driving a bicycle with a fucking hoodie. I'm driving a bicycle. Where are you going, retard? So as you can see, Bulgarians are retarded. Wouldn't it be funny if Ripley, she crashed her car in the desert? Maybe she was driving to through the Utah desert, you know, when there's like a desert in America, you know, the Arizona was it? I don't know. So she crashes her car, and I'm passing by now, like I drag her through the desert, you know, she's lost her memory. She's like, who am I? And I'm like, wake up, listen now, Gabe. We're on Arrakis. We're on the planet Dune, you know, we're in the desert, and you know, me and some other guys are just like pretending to be like Harkonnen and Atreides, and we're just like, we gotta secure the spice must flow. Aunty, you gotta walk like this, or the sandworm is gonna hear you. You know, we teach her how to. We give her a suit. This suit is gonna recycle your urine, and you're going to. It's the only way to survive in the desert of Arrakis. And she's like, believes it, like, oh wow, what action in Dune, you know. She fucking believes it. Damn it, I don't have fucking. Where's my forks? Okay, fine, I'm not gonna spoon my coffee, but I'll just drink it like that. Fuck. I'll just drink it. Nasty. Not a big fan of the taste of coffee. Certainly not. So, you know, if Rhea Ripley, I'm giving a hint to Buddy Matthews right now. If Rhea Ripley gets like, you know, if you kind of whack her and she loses her memory, you can kind of like, when she wakes up, you can tell her, you're actually a good wife, you actually cook for me, you're actually treat me super nice, you're not a bitch at all. And she should be like, oh yeah, I'm actually a very nice woman. Oh, okay, I'll cook for you, I'll never roll my eyes and be a bitch to you again. You know, so your little problem when Rhea was calling Gabriel King Chris during his Twitch stream, and Buddy Matthews can be heard in the background saying, I love you, Rhea. And she's like doing like a, you know, she's just like being a bitch. She's just like, you know, just like, you know, sighing and shit. Like your husband behind you is telling you he loves you. You're like, oh, you know. So when she's being a bitch, if she accidentally gets pushed on the stairs and she fucking whacks her head, when she wakes up, it's like, who am I? You're actually a nice woman. You're actually very nice to me. You actually cook dinner. And you're not a bitch anymore. How about that? And just before you whacked your head, you were on your way to go get your tattoos removed. You said you were sick of them, and you said you were sick of looking like a junkie, like a fucking whore, and you were like, I'm gonna get my tattoos removed. So let's go. Let's fulfill your dream, Aunty. We're going to get, as you wanted, to get your tattoos removed. We can get rid of the fucking slave nose cattle rings. Can we get rid of the rings too? You know, and you leave her alone for 2 seconds. She's fucking putting, I mean, just get a fucking, how do you call it? A stapler. Just start stapling your body. If you just staple your boob, staple your vagina, staple your whole fucking body with a stapler, she can calm the fuck down. Okay. So, as you can see, if her memories, and I'm saying this as a psychologist, as a writer in psychology, if her memories get overwritten, you make her believe that she is the Lisan al-Gaib, that she is Paul Atreides. You make her believe that the Bene Gesserit believe in her. The Bene Gesserit are behind her. She's one of the last House of Atreides survivors. And she's now fighting a holy war against the other houses. Okay? She's fighting a holy war. And she killed... What's his fucking faggot name? She killed... Rhaped. Fade, well, what a fucking faggot name. Fade Rhaped was killed by Rhea Ripley. And Batista was also killed by who's gonna play the swords master? Aunty Rhea. Yeah. If you convince her that she's on the planet Arrakis and she's actually gonna be a better person, it's gonna be like way cooler than like Res or Rhea Ripley. So, you know, we never explore losing your memory as a cure when you are cured. So hey, maybe I wanna be, you know, maybe I wake up, I wanna be a space scientist now. I wanna be in Mass Effect 2, you know. Maybe Aunty Rhea she crashes his car, she loses her memories, and then we wake her up in a cave and we're like, space aliens wiped out everybody, just like in the Cloverfield 2 and we gotta live in the caves. We're hiding from the dragons now, and dragons and radiation, and you just gotta, you know, light-hearted. You gotta live in the cave and you just gotta keep having sex with her. And, you know, you feed her like rice, like something cheap, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Breaking news, just put some Tribus terrestris in this clean jar with whiskey. So this is a herbal tincture of Tribus terrestris. You gotta shake the jar every day. You gotta shake the jar and it's gonna extract all the goodies. Welcome to the goodie room. We're gonna have real pure Tribus extract. Okay? We're gonna have the real Tribus extract. The funny thing is, with the big companies, for example, when you buy Tribus terrestris pills, now Jim Beam is a big new, I think they were Ukrainian, I don't know, supplement company. So it's in pill form, and it says 600 milligram Tribus included in one tab, and it says it actually, oh yeah, Tribus terrestris extract 90%. So this means the extract is 90%. Okay. Then you have bulking agent, microcrystal cellulose, and calcium phosphate and magnesium stearate. And it's like, what happens when the magnesium stearate coats your insides? It's gonna prevent you from absorbing the vitamins. So you take the pills and you keep fucking your shit up. And the question here is, if this is a 90% extract, but the vodka whiskey extract is like 70 to 75%. That's not a big difference to put your trust in a corporation. Okay, and last time I woke up, I've bought plenty of things from Jim Beam, but they've never sponsored me. I show myself on camera, I have big forearms, I have fans, I have big forearms. Jim Beam doesn't want to sponsor me. I wake up, there's no email from Jim Beam, let us sponsor you, always show that you have Jim Beam products. So what if I tell people to just make a $2 extract that's going to last you for months and months? Now this is still cheap. This is like $12 for 120 tabs. This is gonna last you for 3 to 6 months. So $12, 3 to 6 months. That is dirt cheap for a natural steroidal supplement. However, you forgot the question. Bulgarian-grown tribulus herb is much more potent in the steroidal compound than the ones grown in India and China. The ones grown in India and China, I mean, the stupid Bulgarians, they also use Roundup probably, so that they're all using toxic pesticides, we know that, okay? However, the ones in Bulgaria is probably going to be a little more expensive for the company to buy the herb. Because it's from Bulgaria, it is a different variety of the herb. It has more steroidal compounds, so it's actually going to feel the effect. It's actually strong. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel like you're more manly, you're in a better mood. It has this testosterone rising steroidal effect. Okay, this has been a staple of Bulgarian, like, if you go to a gym, the guys know about tribulus, but they usually take it just for sex, because they're fucking stupid. They do not understand. Okay, this herb does much more than make you more sexual. And you seriously have to ask yourself, what is wrong with Bulgarians that they need fucking pills and Viagra pills and herbs to fucking, I can't get it up, I feel depleted. It's like retards. You're fucking 22 years old and you already can't get it up. It's like, what the fuck did you do? Did you break yourself? What the fuck? I'm 37. I'm still fucking, like, if I don't have sex or I don't fap for like 2 days, I'm already just like getting fucking hard-ons. Just waking up with hard-ons. Which is it means that you're healthy, it means that you're young. Okay? Please excuse me. I have to be careful when I cough because of my blood clot. I gotta be careful, so because my blood clot is speeding up the healing of my missing wisdom tooth. So, would Jim Beam, a corporation, would they bother sourcing Bulgarian tribulus herb, Or will they get cheaper herb from China, from India? The Chinese, the Indians, they want to, hey, we sell it cheaper, buy it from us. We sell cheaper, you make 30% more money. The CEO gonna get a new yacht. The CEO gonna drive a Lamborghini. The people buying this gonna drink nothing. It's not gonna do anything. So, can you trust the company? The answer is no. Is there certification that you sourced Bulgarian tribus? Where is it? Where's the video? Where's the certification? Can we inspect it? Independent third-party testing. The testing, it might determine, yes, there is tribus in the pill, but they don't test, is it the Bulgarian version, or is it the one, the Chinese, the Indian, that barely has any steroidal compounds? So, you have to ask yourself, it's like, would you trust a pharmaceutical company? How much extract? Is it really 90%? Is it really Bulgarian? But when you buy your tribus from the pharmacy, now, sure, you cannot trust Bulgarians. That is true. You cannot trust Bulgarians. Never trust Bulgarians. However, when you open the package and you see the herb, you can recognize the herb inside. Like, yes, you can recognize the herb. You can see the smell. You can see, is this tribus, or is this wheat, or is this rosemary? So either way, this is made by another supplemental company, BioHerba, Bulgarian, I think. But it is just a herb in a bag. So you buy it, this package is $3, $2 to $3. This package, you can make a lot of this. You can make, 6 months to 1 year, maybe more. You can take it every day. You don't even need to take it every day. So you just need vodka, right? So a bottle of vodka and this herb, and it's still gonna be cheaper than, I guess it's gonna be the same price as 2 bottles of this, but the extract is going to be 75% strong. But it is sure because you made it. So you know it is 75% for a fact. You made it. You put the herb in vodka, the correct amount of herb. You know it's going to be 75% extracted. When you buy this bottle, Jim Beam forgot to sponsor me. You know, why are we gonna sponsor Kiddo? He's just some fucking loser with big forearms, right? Okay. So, it says here, the company says it is 90% extract. But the funny thing is, I don't even need to be 90%. I don't need it to be that strong. I don't want my body to get addicted, to get accustomed, to adapt. I want it to take it here and then, not every day. Okay? So, they claim it's 90%. So, would you pay a company to trust them that this is 90%? Or would you just do it yourself where you know it's 75% strong? And you don't even need it to be 90%. Just say, I know for a fact this is real herb, real Bulgarian herb. So I don't need to trust you that, oh, this is Bulgarian. This is 90%. It's like, I know this is Bulgarian herb. I know the extract for a fact is gonna be 75% strong. And now you learn, when you're dealing with any herb, it is better to just make the extract yourself. Okay? A funny thing, I actually have a herbal tincture from the pharmacy from Tribus. So I have the same thing made from a company, a herbal tincture. It's expensive. It was like $15. So if I make it at home, I use like a cup of whiskey. A cup of whiskey and how much? 20 cents of herb. 20 cents of herb and a cup of whiskey, and I got the same amount that they would sell me for $15. And again, the tincture from the pharmacy made by a Bulgarian company. I don't trust some guys called Ivan and Methodius. Do you trust guys named Ivan and Methodius? Peter. We're gonna trust Peter. We're gonna trust I'm sorry. You're gonna trust. Are you going to trust Kauyan? We're gonna trust Kauyan to fucking in the lab to make a tincture. And Kauyan maybe spits in your tincture or he pees in it. I'm Bulgarian. You're gonna drink my pee now. And when you live around retards and you realize I'm not dealing with germs and bioweapons, I'm not developing bioweapons, so I can actually extract a herbal tincture at home better than, or at least the same way as people in a laboratory. I can concentrate. If I want, I can actually concentrate it. But there is nothing preventing me from having the same quality as a laboratory, because there is really not much contamination that can happen. If you clean this jar with hot water and you scrub it and you use like rubbing alcohol to clean it, and it's like it's clean. And then you're putting whiskey on it, so if there is like 1 or 2 remaining germs, they get killed by the whiskey. They're not going to be alive. It is impossible for germs to survive in alcohol. Okay? Now, maybe COVID can survive in alcohol. I do not know. But this is like, we don't need a bioweapon degree bioweapon laboratory to make a herbal extract at home. That there is nothing in the laboratory as equipment or how they do it that's going to be better. It can only be worse, because you know these people, if they're Bulgarian, they're not gonna give a shit. Okay. Now, of course, there's my surgeon yesterday was a fucking expert guy. He was really good. Sometimes you get Bulgarians who really care, but we've learned to not give people a chance. Okay. All right. What else can we say? So yeah, like now you know how to. Well, actually, you don't know, because you need to decide on the ratio, how much grams to how much whiskey, the ratio. Convert milligrams to milliliters, blah blah blah. I don't fucking know, but I didn't care that much about the ratio. I just put like herb up to here, and then I put whiskey up to here, and it is the ratio. It would be nice to know how much it is precise, but it for me, if I use like 20 to 40 drops, we know, like with one extract for 4 weeks, it's gonna be like 75% max strong. So you can't really poison yourself. You're not gonna make like, fucking overdose and shit. But you should still be aware. Be aware of the numbers. What else? Please don't tell me that they threw away. I have like a 10-year-old eyebright extract with alcohol. It's black. The liquid is black. Did I throw it away? No, it's still here. After all these years, it's still here. 10-year-old eyebright extract. This is fucking something. Wow. Well, basically, it becomes saturated, so it's not gonna be any more stronger than it can be, So when you keep it like for 2 years, and it's like, let's say 2 years is like the maximum, then you keep it for 10 years, you're just gonna stay at the maximum saturation level. Unless you remove the herb, the old herb, and you put in new herb, so it extracts even more, And yeah, herbalism is very cool. It's very cool. Okay. What else? Yeah, you can concentrate everything, usually through slow evaporation, through like a low heat, not boiling, but like low heat. you concentrate pretty much everything into poison. You can concentrate a lot of things into pretty much poison. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Alright, now that we learned something, it's time for more jokes. I'm feeling it's time for more jokes. Now, I do recommend to everybody that they watch the movie Dune. Watch the new ones. There's two new ones. 21, 2024, there's like two movies. But also watch the original. The original is its own, it's good in its own way. There are things that you don't see in the remakes. It is different. And some things are cool. For example, Chani is a hot redhead in the original. In the new movies, it's played by Zendaya, the Mutt. Zendaya the Mutt. You know, keep in mind, they didn't cast Brandy Rhodes. They didn't cast Brandy to play Chani. They casted Zendaya. Zendaya looks like a fucking mutt, okay? Now, I personally like her, but I'm a fucking freak. And still, like, I would say there's something cute about her, but she's still, like, no, I'm not gonna say she's super hot, okay? Even if I personally think there's something cute about her, like, no, she's gonna get mocked by most prettier women. She's just not that, you know. They could have cast, you know, Nikki Blackheart. They could have cast Brandy Rhodes, but they gotta cast fucking Zendaya. That's gonna demand fucking millions of dollars. You know, it's like, you know, if they casted like some wrestling girl like Nikki Blackheart or Brandy Rhodes, they could have still casted like a mulatto, like a half black girl, but like hot. There's like pretty and hot girls, okay? But they don't want to. They want to cast the ugly black girl. They want to cast an ugly fat black girl, bald if possible. Okay. And the main character, Paul Atreides, is played by Aunty. Okay. And this is where we're at. Okay. And the original movie has fucking Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek playing the Duke of Atreides. And here is my high temperature paint in white gray, and as you can see, it's very nice. It's very nice. Yes, it's very nice. 800 Celsius. I do not trust Duplicolor. Duplicolor is shit. I don't know if they are counterfeit or something, but they are garbage, and I will never buy Duplicolor unless I absolutely have no choice. I will always go with the cheaper brand. The Cosmos is better. It's better. Duplicolor, some kind of a fucking... It just doesn't fucking hold, bro. It fucking reacts. It fucking... With perfect prep. It fucking... Don't even get me started. I got so fucking angry. Complete fucking shit. Okay? What else can I tell you? I have an Adeptus Mechanicus figure. Wanna see it? I haven't really. Ajde, mamu, deva, ej, brdo. I do have an Adeptus Mechanicus Magus figure, and it is. Don't be like this, baby. And it is. I haven't painted it, just like the red rope, but it is. It is very cool. It is. I mean, look at this bad boy. Can we please focus? Can we, for once, can we please focus for once in your fucking life? No, we cannot focus. It's too hard. It's too hard to focus, of course. So yeah, it is. I love exquisite things. I love exquisite things. And we're just keeping it in this little Tim Tam holder. Oh, I'm doing some repairs so it doesn't get broken or something. So yeah. What else can I tell? Nothing much. Nothing much. I hope you learned something today. Have a great day.